So yeah, what's up, fam? Hi. So this is for anybody who feels lost, who feels frustrated. You seem to be working enough, you seem to be doing the best that you can, but things don't seem to be working out. Things are not working out as you expect them to work out. And for other people, you've sort of plateaued in the season you are in that phase that you are in right now. You've plateaued where you are not seeing any increase in what you are doing. There isn't much improvement in what you are doing. It could be your business, it could be whatever. But you want to move a step further, you want to move a little further ahead in life. This is for you. The very first thing I would say is keep going. I am also in that same phase. So it's kind of funny giving the same advice. But I've learned over some days now that the best I can do for myself is to keep going. Because think about it, what is the point of getting stuck in a forest where there is no food, you have no direction? The only thing you can do for yourself in this very moment where you are stuck is to keep going or stay at where you are. You have just two options. You keep going with no direction, hoping you could find a way out of the place where you are. And more importantly, you trying this thing, you keeping on with what you are doing could let you know if the direction you are taking could lead you to the destination you are looking for. And if it doesn't, that's fine. You can always retrieve, try something else, although you don't have all the time. But I think you have to keep going. We all have to keep going regardless of what the outcome is. For some people, they know the fact. They've tried it for a very long time and it's not working anymore. For you, it's a bit different. Your story is different. Try something else. But by all means, keep going. By all means, don't stop. By all means, don't pause. By all means, you have to keep going. The other thing I would say is this is our podium time. For people like ourselves, this is the time to learn. This is the time to make all the necessary mistakes we would want to make in the world. Because once God opens you up for greatness, the world won't look up onto you for mistakes. The world would want to see that perfect side. That is not to say people who are out there, those we see them to be doing well for themselves, to be fulfilling their purpose, they don't also make mistakes. They do. But there is little allowance that people in the world gives you for mistakes when you get there. The story of Moses tells us the same thing. God forgave certain people when they did certain things, but look at what Moses did. A single act, and God told him, "You are not going to enter into the same place I've been preparing you to take my people to." You see, so getting to that higher point in your life comes with a lot of expectation. So this is the time to make all the necessary mistakes you want to make. This is the time to do all the learning you need to do. For some people, it's funny, once you get there, to really sit down and study would be a problem because you'll be moving from one place to the other, going here, going there, communicating with people, doing what you are meant to be. You see, so this is the time, this is our podium time to do all that we need to do, to make all the mistakes, to learn. And with that in mind, I also want to add that this season is a season of storing. I call this season as a season of waiting. Whatever you do in the waiting period, it's not lost. It's being stored. Whatever you are going through now, it's not lost. It's being stored. It is being stored for the future. I believe breakthrough moments are as a result of previous actions that built up that potential to unleash a major change. So you thinking that things are not working. It's working even when you don't see it working. It's working even when it shows no sign of it working. But believe me, it's actually working. It's really, really working. Nothing is ever lost. Nothing in this world, nothing you learn, nothing you keep your mind to is ever lost. There is profit in every labor, regardless. You might be learning a skill today, and might not be so important to you. You might not even need it after learning the skill. But I tell you, someday you would come back to it, and then that skill is going to be your savior in whatever space, in whatever endeavor that you would be in as at the time. So nothing you ever do, nothing you ever learn goes to waste. It just builds up. It just builds up. It just builds up. It just builds up. Cancer spends its time 80% of the time undetected, unknown. That is the same with most of us. The 80% of the work needs to be done now, so that when the 20% comes and adds up to it, you would see that greatness sprout out so beautifully. So just give it all. This is your waiting moment. Keep doing what you are doing. Learn, make all the necessary mistakes, and keep it in your mind that everything is being stored somewhere for you. Also, this is a personal observation that I have noticed. I noticed that the journey to the top is different for everybody. The journey to the top is different for all of us. We are all not meant to be successful the same way. Why am I saying this? I listen to a lot of public speakers because I want to be one myself. I want to be able to share my narrative, share my thoughts, share my experiences like I'm doing right now with the world. So I listen to a lot of public speakers. I mean, successful, very, very successful, renowned and successful ones. I watch a lot of contents. Sometimes, big content creators. I follow a couple of them. And sometimes we are tempted to think that we want to be them. We are tempted to think and reason like them, like wanting to be them, when we are created for a different purpose and with a different destiny. We are all not the same. So don't expect your success, don't expect your how you are going to get rich, how you are going to build that wealth, how you are going to inspire people to be the same way as someone who is also doing the same thing. It's good to take inspiration, right? It's good to take inspiration. But notice that the journey to the top is different for all of us. It is not a one-way street. For all of us, it's a different journey altogether. It's a different path altogether. And that makes our lives a bit sacred. That makes our journeys more interesting and engaging and entertaining for me. Yeah, the last thing that I would want to say is this is the time to get clarity. I believe this is the very moment in your life that you need to clarify your intentions. Clarity is very, very, very important. Why do I say this? This is the time to ask yourself those difficult questions. Why am I doing this? Of what relevance is what I am doing? Why is this even necessary? Why do I have to go through this journey? Why? Understanding your why is very, very important. Understanding the reason you do what you do is very, very necessary. So I want you to use this very moment, this very time that you think nothing is working, that you think things are not going on so well for you, that you think you've plateaued and nothing seems to improve. You are just stuck in your current situation. This is the very time to get that clarity. Is this even worth it? Is this worth it? Because for some people, you are running a rat race. You are going to hit a wall. What you're doing is just not so profitable at the end of the day, And let's not be led so much by the result that we want, especially with money. Let's not be led so much with that. In whatever we are doing, if you create the necessary value that people want, isn't it amazing that almost every single person can create some sort of value that somebody outside, somebody out there is also looking to put a price tag on it and pay you for what you are doing? So this is a very important, crucial time for you to clarify your intentions, to make known to your own self why you do what you do. And I tell you, things are going to change. Your blessing is coming very soon. It is way closer than you think. It might delay. It might delay. It looks like it's delaying, but it's definitely coming. It looks like you are stuck. But see, God would unveil you. God would bring you out of that darkness very soon. It's just a matter of time. This is your waiting moment. And I think this message blesses somebody out there. Until then, stay blessed and then peace. Bye.